pretty much anything will come in a fair bit cheaper.
Okay.
And then there's also like the Mercari or Up Garage or
Yep.
Yahoo Auctions and stuff. Like Up Garage has got Kruber that do their agent service, and they're not too bad, but our shipping prices are cheaper. So, and we're better with helping with import tax and that kind of thing. So, the same item through Kruber will usually end up more expensive than get the same item through us. So, yeah, as well.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That's about it, yes.
Is there a limit to like size of parts that you can usually send? Like,
there's no real limit, but the catch is that once it gets big, it gets really expensive. One killer that we get asked, 20, 50 times a day, bumpers, aero, bumpers, aero. Everyone wants bumpers because the killer is they see it here and it's cheap, and it is cheap. It's $50 for a bump. You only have to sort of think, gee, how expensive is it for me to fly to Japan, and how big a bumper is, and it's really expensive. There is containers and pallets, but as I said before, they're not super reliable. There's no tracking. You have to organize someone on the other end to deal with the distribution, and then you have to also deal with the domestic shipping. So say you've bought some seats or a bumper, well, let's say seats in a by container that lands in Melbourne, and you need the item in Sydney or Queensland, we can send the seat to you in a week and be cheaper than what it takes by container, which is months. And then domestic shipping to you in Sydney or Brisbane or whatever. So most stuff, even though large, will still work out okay, but bumpers in particular are very expensive. Expect like $800, $1,000 shipping alone. It makes it non-viable. So every day we're getting, I want this bumper, and I have to, hold on a minute. You're looking at probably this much in shipping. Do you really want to pay that? And most of them will say no. So while there's no limit on shipping, limiting factor. So no problem quoting it up, but yeah, generally that kind of item.
Brought back a carbon fiber bonnet on my last trip back from Japan, and I paid $25 to Jetstar to put it under the plane.
if you can get a airline service which will allow you to do oversized stuff like that, it's awesome. Definitely do it. How to get the bonnet from wherever it is. And those kind of logistical headaches, and from the airport in Australia back to your house. But if they can do it that cheap, definitely do it. A bonnet will cost about $600 in shipping.
Wow.
So we can do it, and it's fast. It'll be there within a week. But it's not cheap. So again, there's no limit really on it's to aero, bonnets, and that kind of stuff. You're talking pretty. Remember that here is a lot cheaper. So even though the shipping cost is really high, some aero does work out cheaper. We do a fair bit of Amuse stuff because it's so expensive, and we get it so much cheaper that we can send it around the world cheaper than what a lot of the resellers do. So shoot us an email and I can give you a quote if you'd like to compare prices.
No worries. Seems like people live can't hear us for whatever reason, but it's coming through on our audio. So where did it stop?
I don't know. It's all good still.
No. Shit.
Internet strikes again.
Was
there anything else you guys wanted to know anyway? I guess there's millions of stories and probably endless questions that I'm more than happy to answer, but it's sort of hard to say. You should know this or something like that.
No, I think that pretty much covers it anyway.
It's been definitely awesome having a chat. So much that we didn't know we know now. So
thanks heaps for coming on.
Thank you very much for coming on, man. It's been awesome.
Thanks.
And
for sure.
We'll definitely talk to you again soon, especially if we come back to Japan with
I'd love
in
to.
April. So
come and say hi.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
No worries.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Catch up.
See you later.
I don't know if people can still hear us.
I don't know if anyone can hear us anymore. Guess the sound's played. Oh well, if you're still listening,
you can still hear.
Tuning in. Other than that, we'll try and catch you
Next
in
time.
2 weeks. As long as I get pulled over again. Yeah, anyways, thanks for listening, guys. If you want to catch the rest of the chat with Streeter, just double check on the audio only because it's all recording on our end, so I don't know what's happened.
Yeah. We'll try and figure it out in post, worst case.
Yeah, sweet as. Awesome. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good night.
Yep. Catch ya.